Stop it! Hello, gals, blokes, and all other folks. My name is Mortius, and welcome back to Hadestown. Now, for you guys, welcome to the penultimate episode of Act 1 of Hadestown. For me, this is the end of Act 1, because I am going to be recording this video and the video that comes out next week, all in one recording batch, which means right now, I am about to experience the end of Act 1 of Hadestown. Which includes Wait For Me, but I'm gonna choose not to think about that yet. I can talk about that in next week's intro because it terrifies me. For now, we are looking at, I totally remember what songs it is. It's Hey Little Songbird and what? Hey Little Songbird and When the Chips Are Down. I am intrigued to see where we go with this. I'm especially intrigued because I had no idea what the vibes were going to be for these last 4 songs. And so I asked some of my Discord members. I want to give a special shout out to Jay and MJ for helping me pick a background, but they both were like, you have picked the hardest batch of 4 songs to get one single vibe out of. And eventually they sent me like multiple options, like a snowy forest, a red forest, sort of like industrial, and finally we decided like a sort of like wintry forest with red accents was gonna be the best choice for these 4 videos. Why? Like I guess it makes sense because Orpheus still hasn't brought about, and like he just took Persephone away, so of course it's gonna be like wintry, but like for this big Act 1 finale, like I was getting ready to pull in like industrial dystopia because of what we had learned about what Hadestown was like in the last song, which I totally remember the name of, Epic 2 and Chant. So learning that this was the closest thing to matching the vibes of these 4 songs has me wildly curious and concerned, but I am really excited to hop into it. As I've mentioned in previous reactions, I'm testing out something new with this one where I'm actually reacting faster than it's coming out on YouTube. So it has now only been a week since I checked out All I've Ever Known, Way Down, Gathering Storm, Epic 2, and Chant. If you missed those videos, definitely consider going and checking them out. But it's only been a week, so those guys are fresh in my mind, and I am so excited to see where we go as we finish up Act 1. Do I have any other thoughts? I don't think so. I do want to say I have zero clue what his schedule is like, so there is a good chance that I am saying this prematurely or I'm saying this when there's already a couple episodes out. I have no idea. But if you guys like Hadestown reactions, please consider going and supporting my friend and business partner, Casper Fox, over at CF Entertainment, because I actually learned that on the day I'm recording the last batch of Act 1, he's recording his first Hadestown reactions. Again, no idea when they're coming out, but please consider going and checking those out on his channel if they're already out or when they come out. Make sure you're supporting him, and yeah, I'm really excited to see his reactions to this too, and maybe there'll be a tier listing over on Open Arms at some point, since we're not doing co-reactions to this one. I don't know, maybe. So, I'm really excited to hop into it. I think that's enough chatting. Now, without any actual further ado, let's check out Hey Little Songbird into When the Chips Are Down. Pew! Oh, props to you, Sealbatross, for putting your name in there, because I totally forgot to give artist credit. Sealbatross, thank you so much for all of the wonderful Hadestown animatics you have made so far. Definitely support them. Link in the comments as always. This low, somber, honestly, this is probably traumatizing me a little bit. I don't know if this is actually going to be as bad as it seems, but this is giving me very, like, Cyclops, Polyphemus, and Survive, the like vibes there, which is not good vibes to be reminding me of. And then the high ones on top, ugh. Ooh. I am immediately understanding the red and white vibes that they gave me if you missed the intro.
songbird.
Oh, we are immediately starting with the pain, aren't we? Oh, we are immediately starting with the pain, aren't we? Oh, no. Oh, no. That's gotta be Eurydice, right? Is she... Because she, like, ran off in the last episode. Did she, like, literally starve to death? This is her coming... Or this is, sorry, Hades coming and getting her? Or is she, like, right on the verge and this is, like, Pirates 2 Davy Jones? Like, do you fear death?
Do you fear death?
Giving her, like, alternate option. Like, you can either die and go through the normal route, or I can take you with me. Once again, why am I speculating when the answers are only a button away? The answer is because I'm terrified to actually press play. This seems like it's going to be traumatizing. This is so sad that I don't even appreciate Patrick Page's voice there.
Hey, little songbird.
Oh, but the second time I liked it.
Give me a song. I'm a busy man, and I can't stay long.
Oh my god!
I got clients to call. I got orders to fill.
The vibration in my headphones, I cannot handle it. Orders to fill as it rattles my skull, literally, because these headphones have vibration capabilities with bass. Whew. So why is Eurydice special enough for a house call? Why is this not Charon or Thanatos or any of the people in charge of actually taking care of the dead?
To call. I got orders to fill.
Ugh.
I got walls to build. I got riots to quell. And they're giving me
Seal Batros! Look at
I
that!
got riots to quell.
I got riots to quell with his shadow turning into rioting miners is one of the coolest animatic choices I've seen in this entire musical so far, if not the coolest. That's sick. Well done, Seal.
And they're giving me hell back in Hades. Hey, little songbird. Cat got your tongue. Always a pity for one so pretty and young.
Screw you.
When poverty comes to clip your wings and knock the wind right out of your lungs. Ain't
Ugh. God, that hurts. Don't switch to Orpheus right now. Ah! Okay. Oh, this is traumatizing. This is I'm seeing the pain. I thought the pain wasn't gonna hit that much until wait for me. The pain's hitting exactly right now. So again, I'm curious if she's already dead or if she's on the verge of death, but also poverty clipping the wings, as we've already established that part of the reason everyone is poor and starving is because Hades is like hoarding the resources, which is why they're poor, and hoarding, I almost said Penelope again, Persephone, hoarding Persephone, which makes the crops and flowers and trees not bloom. So like, these two things combined, like, the lack of money and the lack of food are both because of how possessive Hades is, and yet he's walking in and presenting it like a tragedy. Ugh! What a bad man.
and knock the wind right out of your lungs.
Lungs doesn't even rhyme with wings. Go away.
Sings on empty.
Strange is the call of this strange man. I wanna fly down and feed at his hand.
No! I know how the story goes. I know where you go. But like, if I wish really hard, maybe it won't happen, right? 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 Oh.
I wanna fly down and feed at his hand.
The symbolism there. I want to fly down and feed at his hand with the Hey Little Songbird. Oh, it's too early in the morning for this. Yeah, by the way, this is going to be very different vibes from me too, because my last couple Hadestown recordings have been at like 10 p.m. It's 9 a.m. right now. Very different Mortius right now, having to experience this, and then go to work after lunch. Why do I do this to myself?
I want a nice soft place to land. I wanna lie down forever.
Little songbird, you got something fine. You'd shine like a diamond down in the mine.
No! What?
Like a diamond, you got something fine. You'd shine like a diamond down in the mine.
Was I right about, like, the sort of Davy Jones Pirates 2 parallel, where it's like, you could either, like, he, like, snags people on their dying breath, and it's like, you can either go through the normal, like, path, Cerberus, Charon, risk, like, one of the 3 locations depending on your soul's judgment, or you can just come to Hadestown where all the gold is, and I'm building walls, and I, like,
And the choice is yours, if you're willing to choose.
What kind of choice is that? Don't even...
Seeing as you've got nothing to lose, and I could use a canary.
Stop it! Don't you dare compare her to a frickin' mine canary. I hate that. I hate that, especially because those are literally sacrificial birds. Like, using the symbolism and energy, symbolism and imagery of a bird that literally functions to die so that no one else will. That's so jacked. That's so messed up, dude. That's awful. I'm realizing some people might not know what I'm talking about. For those of you who don't know, it's like simultaneously cruel but also really ingenious, like old-fashioned culture. Like, it's tragic and cruel but also very creative and like saved human lives. I don't know. I'm not going to get into the morality of it, but when people used to work in like coal mines and things like that, there could be gas leaks that would kill people. Well, they figured out that canaries and songbirds and things like that, because of their lower lung capacity, would die first to things like those gases. And so miners would actually bring down like a canary that was a bird known for constantly chirping, and that bird would just chirp and sing and chirp and sing and then chirp and sing, and the like thing that you knew is if you're working down in the mines and you hear the songbird stop, you get out as fast as you can because that might mean there's a gas leak. And so they would use them as almost like sacrificial proxies. And so Hades, now comparing her to a songbird in the mines, I don't like it at all.
It could use a canary.
Suddenly, nothing is as it was. Where are you now, Orpheus?
Yeah, you have something to lose.
It gonna be
The colors. Yes.
Warren weavers of a feather.
Hey, little songbird, let me guess. He's some kind of poet, and he's penniless. Give him your hand, he'll give you his hand to mouth. He'll write you a poem when the power is out. Hey, why not fly south?
Don't dismiss my boy Orpheus like this. Like oh, what's he gonna do? Write you a poem when the power's out? Ha ha ha. I hate you. Oh, I'm getting so mad right now. Oh my gosh. And then why don't you fly south? The Songbird image, and then like I didn't even mention it, but Eurydice's Birds of a Feather. Like this song is very well written, is bringing in some very, very good bird imagery here. I love it so much.
Winter.
Ah!
Hey, little songbird, look all around you. See how the vipers and vultures surround you. And they'll take you down, they'll pick you clean. If you stick around such a desperate scene, see people get mean when the chips are down.
People get mean when the chips are down? Leading into the next song called When the Chips Are Down? Okay. Okay. I don't have any thoughts. I just have trauma. Okay. I'm processing so much. I don't want to keep going, but we need to keep going. Let's hop into When the Chips Are Down. Let's see this. God! Starting with the vipers and vultures imagery being used at the very end, two things that would prey on a little songbird, and then starting with the viper imagery and soundscape. God, this musical's getting good.
Songbird versus rattlesnake.
What is
Songbird versus rattlesnake.
That's amazing. Also, who is this? I know I recognize this art style. We've done this. Murky, yeah. Murky Masito, thank you for bringing us our incredible blue-clad Hermes back for this one. I feel like Hermes appears in a song and Murky Masito is like, my time has come.
Songbird versus rattlesnake.
what is it?
Eurydice was a hungry young girl,
Your ticket.
and Hades gave her a choice to make.
Fates, leave her
A
alone.
ticket to the underworld.
Wait, no, hold on. What's all that? Goodbye to the next? This, deadline. You lose. Oof, wait. There's two O's. You loose? Except, I don't know. Whoa! Completely different vibe going on right now. I'm so...
Life ain't easy.
Life ain't fair. Girls gotta fight for her rightful share. What you gonna do when the chips are down? Now that the chips are down. What you gonna do when the chips are down? Now that the chips are down.
These are like the evil version of the Hercules muses. Go away. You're so jazzy and fun and I love your voices, but leave her alone. Leave me alone.
What you gonna do when the chips are down? Now that the chips are down.
Help yourself, help the rest.
Even the one who loves you best. What you gonna do when the chips are down? Now that the chips are down. What you gonna do when the chips are down? Now that the chips are down. Oh my aching heart. That the chips are down. Oh my aching.
That is such a good delivery. The, oh my, like the the tiny bit of scoop there, like in my own octave, so I'm not stretching out like, oh my, is so good.
Now that the chips are down. Oh my aching heart. What you gonna do when the chips are down? Now that the chips are down.
Did she just try to go for Orpheus and get stopped? By what? What did you get stopped by? I don't know, what is... Ah! She's like on a roulette table? This is such cool imagery.
Take if you can, give if you must. Ain't nobody but yourself to trust.
Take if you can, give if you must. Yikes.
What you gonna do when the chips are down? Now that the chips are down. What you gonna do when the chips are down? Now that the chips are down.
Aim for the heart.
Shoot to kill. If you don't do it, then the other one will. What you gonna
Wait, what was that lyric?
Shoot to kill. If you don't do it, then the other one will. What you
Shoot to kill. If you don't do it, then the other one will. Presenting her with just like, when the chips are down, it's a kill or be killed situation, I guess. Oh, I am. No, don't ask why. Don't ask where, brother. Don't ask why, right? Or don't ask when. Whatever the lyric is. I need to stop asking questions and take these. I'm like, where is this? Is she like in the overworld considering? Is she already in the underworld? I just need to enjoy the vibes for what they are.
when the chips are down? Now that the chips are down.
And the vibes are really...
What you gonna do when the chips are down? Now that the chips
I was about to say the vibes are really good, and then they do that to me.
The chips are down. What you gonna do when the chips are down? Now that the chips are down.
And the first shall be first, and the last shall be last. Cast your eyes to heaven.
You get a knife in the back.
Nobody's right.
What?
Eyes to heaven.
Hold on, no.
Last. Cast your eyes to heaven.
I thought it was cast your voice. I hear it now. Cast your eyes to heaven, you get a knife in the back. The fates saying that, like, if you dare to, like, look for something optimistic, all you're doing is leaving yourself vulnerable to an attack.
You get a knife in the back.
Nobody's righteous. Nobody's proud. Nobody's innocent. Now that the chips are down. Now that the chips are down.
Ah, so that's gotta be... Oh, right. I forgot that this animatic contains two. In the intro, I only listed 2 songs, but Mason, you'll have to put up some text that says also, like, Gone, I'm Gone. Because I forgot that this animatic includes 2 songs. Okay, so that was when the chips are down. Definitely less story to analyze, kind of bringing it back to more of just the conceptual lyricism, kind of talking about just like what's going on in people's heads, the decisions they're having to face, and less like pushing the story forward, but still really cool. Love the Fates, love the voice of the Fates here. I'm gone for... Oh. And Orpheus is gonna have to find this. We can just not press play. We can just pretend that this is all a bad dream and just start a new series, right? I don't have to keep going. Ugh. What just happened? Oh, I see.
Orpheus, my heart is yours. Always was and will be. It's my gut.
Murky Macedo. I just want to talk. The blue tinge of, like, frostbite. This girl literally, like, starving and freezing to death. Being represented through the subtle colorization that Murky Macedo does. Hurts a lot. Oh, and her just the happiness, the hope. She still loves Orpheus. He wasn't able to save her. Why did I choose to react to a literal Greek tragedy? Why did I do this to myself? Oh my gosh.
Orpheus, my heart is yours.
And so this seems like she's like now actually in her dying moments, kind of like I mentioned. So I'm guessing when the chips are down, I was right, was all, or I say I was right as if I didn't provide like 3 theories and not decide on any of them. But the thought I had first, I think, of like that this was all just kind of happening in her head and was kind of like the fates telling her she needed to make a decision of what she was going to do when the chips are down. Like, none of that was actually happening in the underworld. Hades wasn't actually there grabbing her or anything like that. That was like kind of her mental consideration and just a visualization of what was happening in this situation. And now we have her seemingly literally in her dying breath. Unless, of course, this is the second to last song in her dying breath, because up next is Wait For Me, isn't it? And that could be her final song before she...
Always was and will be. It's my gut I can't ignore. Orpheus, I'm hungry. Oh, my heart, it aches to stay, but the flesh will have its way. Oh, the way is dark and long. I'm already gone.
Did she...
I'm gone.
Okay, I was wrong about Way Down being her final breath. Oh, I mean, it's weird to, like, grieve the death of a character in a show where death is just a change in the set piece and, like, changing the location where they're at, because it's like, this character is not gone. I don't have to grieve their role in the musical or grieve the role in the story, but it still really hurts to see, like, a character I've slowly been growing to care about die of starvation and cold in just such a tragic way. Like, literally, like, reaching out for her flower. Like, it's a weird combination of grief without having to say goodbye that's very unique to stories with an afterlife, I guess. Which could have a lot of real-world parallels, but we're not getting there.
I'm gone.
God, that scared me. Oh my God, that just scared me so bad. These headphones are too loud for getting a train whistle out of nowhere. Ugh.
Go ahead and lay the blame.
I was wrong. I was actually about to pause and predict, and then she beat me to it. I thought we were going to get like a sad reprise. Like, I thought it was going to be like, two, and then it was going to be like, boom. On the road to hell, there was a railroad line, or something like that, like a sad reprise of that motif. That would have been really interesting. But let's see what the fates have to say.
Go ahead and lay the blame. Talk of virtue, talk of sin.
Ooh.
Wouldn't you have done the same? In her shoe, in her skin. You can have your principle when you've got a belly full.
You can have your principles when you've got a belly full. Dang. Oh. It's the idea of, like, can you blame her for doing what she did, for taking the deal that she's going to? Because who can blame you when you're literally starving? Which, by the way, not to bring in a fight from a completely different fandom, is exactly my argument when I am saying that Eurylochus is overhated for the actions. A spoiler alert for Epic the Musical Thunder Saga, for those of you who haven't seen it and want to eventually catch up. Like, hunger... Truly, like, actual hunger to the point of starvation is one of the, like, most unpleasant things that can happen to someone. It's literally the antithesis of every survival instinct we have. Everything in us says you need calories, you need sustenance. So, like, when you reach the point of actual starvation, like, I do not blame Eurydice. I do not blame... Oh my God, those names are too similar. I don't blame Eurydice. I don't blame Eurylochus. Why are those names so similar? Wow, that's kind of wild parallels. But I do not blame either of them because, like, just... I mean, I'm gonna friggin' use this quote the next time I'm trying to defend Eurylochus, because you can have your principles when you have a belly full.
Hunger has a way with you. There's no telling what you're gonna do when the chips are down.
Oh, bringing it back.
Now that the chips are down, what you gonna do when the chips are down? Now that the chips are down.
God, I can't even imagine what it must be for you guys to have to wait a week for the next one. Ha ha ha. That was so mean. I'm so sorry. I'm combating the trauma with humor. Genuinely, I'm so glad I get to hop into the next one right now. I'm happy that the patrons get to as well. Thank you all of you who are supporting me either on YouTube or on Patreon. I appreciate you all so tremendously, but for the people on Patreon, big shout out to these names out here. I appreciate you so very much for everything you do for supporting the channel and everything like that. It means the absolute world to me. I have to do an outro, then an intro, and then I have to watch Way Down, and then I have to go to work. Oh. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to all of you who have supported me through this series. Like I said in the intro, I'm going to keep recording faster than it's coming out, just so I'm not forgetting as much, and so I have a little more time to kind of recover and process between this and whatever the next show is going to end up being. So, thank you all so very much. And as always, gals, blokes, and all other folks, I will see you in the next video. Bye.